Merry New Year! Welcome to Lords of the Longbox Presents the Cover Price Top 10 for the first week of 2023, and we got a full-on panel. I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and while you guys are congregating, let's kick things off with something a little fun to say. So long to last year. Yeah, started off a little slow, but picked up. You know what I mean?
Picked up there.
Yeah, that song is. I've always been perplexed with that song. It's like depressing, but then I found out the origins of it. It was a Scottish song from the 1700s. It came from Scotland. That's why those weird words of I think they speak Gaelic in Scotland. But anyway, I digress. Man, I'm gonna say what's good to the people.
What's up, everybody? Happy New Year 2023. It's kind of wild that it's here, but let's kick it off. Let's kick it off good, man. Good year on our way.
Yeah, JB, say what's good to people.
How you doing, everybody? And welcome to another edition of the Top 10 from CovrPrice. Man, this is another good one. You're gonna recognize some of these, but then there might be a few you don't. So stick around.
And Gabe, say what's good to people.
Yo, what up, everybody? Let's make 2023 good. What's everybody's big books they're going after? Throw it in the chat. It's gonna be a good year for collecting. Hopefully, it gets books.
Yeah, I am a lady of the long box. As far as say hello.
Yeah, happy New Year, everyone. I'm excited about this panel. This is a really cool packed panel. So this will be a good show.
Packed panel in quite a while, I do believe. Yeah, so let's get right to it, boys and girls. This show is brought to our friends over
Sausage Party.
For CovrPrice.com for your price guides, collections, and trends. Head over to CovrPrice.com. Sign up for a 2-week free trial or $6.99 a month, and you get all kinds of cool shit. So it's also proudly sponsored by our friends over at Bird City Comics. Use discount code of LOTLB, discount code of 15% off anything in the Bird City Comics store. You guys have a drop on Friday, Laura?
We do. I can't say anything quite yet because we're waiting on the final art to get approved. But once it's approved, we'll give you guys more details tomorrow.
We'll show it off on Thursday then.
Yes.
Okay. Let's get right to it, boys and girls. This is the Cover Price Top 10 for the week ending January 2nd. I meant first, really, because it's till Sunday. But so yeah, man, first one of New Year's. I'm kind of excited. I got my mojo back. I got my cloak of levitation on. Let's rock this, man. Who's got runner up? Let's do this.
I got it. So number 11, we got the book that just will not stop showing up. Spider-Man 2099, number 1. So the aftershocks from the Spider-Verse trailer are still moving throughout the market. That includes this book, one that has been steadily climbing. It's cooling down slightly, yet still strong enough to land on our runner-up list. Fans are excited and actively picking up the first solo series featuring Miguel O'Hara's Spider-Man 2099. Track 28 copies sold, 7-day trend of 68%, high sale of $132.50 for a CGC 9.8 copy, and a near mint raw fair market value of $20.
Is this
Now-
the top end? That's my question to the panel, to everyone in the chat. Is this the top?
It's got to
Yeah.
be, dude. And it's got to
It's
be.
got to be, right?
It's gotta
I
be
said
done
that
too,
before.
man.
It's got to
Jesus.
be.
I mean, if you do a live action, then post pandemic, price has been crazy on animation, and we've always talked about this book. This is either a 9.8 or not, because it's hard stock, it's unforgiving, unpressable, and so yeah. Hell, I even have like 2 or 3 copies of this. All right, so
There's some
the
people
runner-up-
made this is like height of the variants or the gimmick covers for Marvel. So there's
yeah.
plenty of copies
Yeah.
of this bad boy out there.
Wasn't Chris Pine the voice of him in the first movie? I think it was.
No,
No, that was still
oh,
Isaac.
Yeah, I thought it was
Or-
Oscar Isaac. Still,
Oscar Isaac, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of those guys.
Yeah.
They're all the same. Yeah. Spider-Man 2099 coming in at number 1. All right, let's get right to it. What do we got for number 10? Oh,
All right,
boy.
at number 10 on the list. Wait a minute. I thought you said you had the book that keeps showing up. No, this is the book that keeps showing up. The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 1, the Salvador. I'm ready to roll the R's, baby. The La Roca Hustle M&M variant, limited to 5,000. Now, Eminem and Spider-Man are still going toe-to-toe in this epic rap battle cover, and their legendary matchup has yet to lose interest. While the book has remained in the $150 to $200 range, it hasn't stopped collectors from continuing to buy this cover. Many of the initial copies were shipped poorly, causing graded 9.8 books to go for a high premium. Additionally, an homage to Javon Jordan's Hail Crow caused a considerable online debate around Nazi symbols included in the initial art, which has since been altered. Despite its recency, this only cemented the original Eminem cover as a modern must-have. We tracked 19 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 92% with a high sale of $1,750 for a CGC 9.8 copy with a raw near mint fair market value. You ready for this? Of $172.
Wow. Swastikas. I wonder where I've heard that recently, but yeah. Amazing Spider-Man number 1, the Salvador La Roca Hustle Eminem limited to
Yeah.
5,000 variant. I can roll my R's, brother. Come on now.
Roll 'em.
All right, what do we got for number 9?
All right, another one that keeps on showing up. Number 9, we have the Omega Men number 3 from 1983. Since James Gunn tweeted a picture of the titular whatever character, this book has been popping up on our top list. Whenever news about the DC movieverse is announced, traction always helps this book resurface. The latest news comes from DC Studios directly, announcing that their slate of movies will be announced next month. We tracked 18 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 109% with a high sale of $400 for a CGC 9.8 copy and a raw near mint fair market value of $100. Titular?
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah,
Anybody?
that sounds right. Yeah.
Titular?
Yeah, I'm
titular.
excited to see what James Gunn's going to bring. You know what I mean? I'm tired
Yeah.
of the same old, here's what you call a what's that transition. If you after this show, we're going to forward you over to Near Nirvana, and they're going to talk about the DC animated universe. And I always say,
Ooh.
why can't the DC live action universe be as good as the DC animated version? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because they do some really cool stuff. I mean, give me a Justice League Dark movie, and I'm there day one. I'm there. I'm done. Number 9, Omega Men. Number 3 from 1983, a 9.8 for $400. All right. what
Tiva,
do we got?
real quick though, do you think this is the top end of this book? I don't actually on this
No,
book.
I don't.
No, this
I
book keeps
actually
going
think that this book still has room, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I
Especially
agree,
if
especially if Bowen does
Laura's
well.
boyfriend plays him. Yeah. If Jason
Well, because you know
Momoa
how
plays him.
people are. They don't believe it until they see it. Even
Except-
if there's
yeah,
rumors.
we always say that.
Basically,
They
almost
don't-
as confirmed as can. Once you see it and it's officially announced, then this thing's going to skyrocket.
Right.
They
Yeah.
hear
It has
they
room
hear
to grow.
until they actually see it live action, the trailer for it. And a lot of people forget that there was a Lobo in that weird show
Krypton.
Krypton. Yeah.
He
and
looked
that was-
decent.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked decent.
He wasn't bad.
Yeah. So Mega Man number 3 from 1983, 9.8 for 400 bonards. Wow, that's pretty good. All right, what do we got for number 8?
All right, number 8, a book I don't think ever shows up on the list. So Quinn number 25. This is the Ginny Frizzon 1 in 25 variant, DC Comics 2022. It seems like multiverse is the key word for comic properties lately. Spoiler alert. This book ends on a page showcasing multiverse versions of Harley Quinn. Have you ever wanted to see Harley Quinn as a mermaid? How about as a bat or as a mecha? Well, wish granted. On top of all these new variants, Ginny Frizzon gives us a fantastic cover showcasing Harley and her hyenas, Bud and Lou. As we've seen with Spider-Man, Spider-Gwen, and Gwenpool, these offshoot variants of Harley could take on a life of their own in the future. This is a great book to watch out for. Ratio covers have sold 31 copies, 7-day trend of 65%, with a high sale of $67 for a raw copy. A near mint fair market value is $16.
Wow.
One of the other big things here is it's also like the past 2 issues is Harley Who Laughs shows up in 24 and 25 as well. That's kind of driving this book.
Yeah, but still, none of these characters are all. Come
No,
on.
for sure. Sure.
Yeah. Harley Quinn and
Nobody say that about every group of new characters. There's always one that ends up sticking
Right.
around.
But hey, look,
Harley-
every week we've got a whole army of Spider-Verse trailer,
True.
Spider-Verse characters showing up. So if anyone can do it, it's Harley Quinn in the DC universe.
Yeah.
Wait till they start doing it with Deadpool when you get like Head Pool and Kid Pool
Right.
and Zombie Pool,
Yeah.
all that too.
Oh my God. Yeah. Trust me. Yeah. Rob Liefeld will roll in its grave. All right. Number 8 on the list is Harley Quinn number 25. Jenny Frizzon 1 in 25 variant from 2022. Raw Dog, 67 bones. All right. What do we got for number 7?
So for number
Oh,
7,
boy.
we have the Spectacular Spider-Man number 24. So Sony has produced many films that have divided the fan base. However, any news from Sony has still affected the price of aftermarket comics. Venom, Morbius, Kraven, El Muerto, they all have had their time to shine. Now it is time for the Hypno Hustler. Perhaps this villain is the monumental hero Sony needs to win over the majority fan base. Only time will tell. Tracked it at a high sale of $100 for a near mint raw copy, currently trending at $75.
Well, though, I don't know. I meant
I sold one last week.
I
You got
was
it.
gonna say,
Good
I recommend
for
it.
you, man. Yeah.
It was high grade. It went for 114.
Good for you.
People want this
Nice.
damn book.
better
They
than
want it.
you, man. Better than
Yeah.
you.
I mean, if it's live action, I need to see that costume. It's imperative. I need to see.
I need to
everything.
see the costume.
Well,
I
this
need
reminds
to
me of
see-
Bad Bunny playing like a random Spider-Man.
El
villain.
Muerto,
That's like
yeah,
El
he's
Muerto.
playing
Yeah.
El Muerto, yeah. He was also in that movie with Brad Pitt, Bullet Train or whatever. What's it called?
Yeah, Bullet Train.
Yeah, he was in that, and it wasn't too bad. But Sony has their library to pull from, and so they choose to pull these. So hey, go for it if you got it. Smoke them if you got them. Number 7 on the list, Spectacular Spider-Man number 24 from 1978. Dollar bin fodder, literally
Right.
dollar bin fodder. until
Literally.
a couple of weeks ago. All right. Speaking of things that laugh and things of that nature, what do we got for number 6?
All right. At number 6, this one's going strong too. We've got The Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, issue number 3, the Lee Bermejo cover. Now, keep the holidays going with this festive cover. While the holidays are settling down, this book has yet to cool off. The sales of this book are still going strong. It looks like we have a Christmas classic for the Clown Prince of Crime. We tracked 27 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 103% with a high sale of $200 for a CGC 9.8 and a raw near mint fair market value of $26.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, it's a
I
sick
think this
cover.
will be a classic. I think this is a classic cover, and at $26, that's solid.
Great book.
I mean, the artwork on it on the cover is just incredible. You know, Ibram Mayhill, he's known for that, and it's just dope. But you know, it's DC always doing these. You know, the Joker who laughs, or the Batman laughs, or whoever. You know, it's somebody who's laughing all the time. So number 6 on the list is Joker, the man who stopped laughing. Number 3. Oh boy, I'm glad this book is on here. We've been talking about this on our show for a while.
Number 5, we have Nova number 1 from 1976. This book saw some heat when Nova was officially announced in the MCU. Recently, rumors have spread that Nova Project will be a movie, not a Disney Plus limited series. As we have seen in the past, rumors are just as strong as confirmed news when it comes to moving key issues. We tracked 21 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 140% and a high sale of $1,500 for a CGC 9.9 and a raw, very fine fair market value of $72.
9.9 for 1,500.
9.9.
Seems like a good deal to me. I
That
don't know.
seems like a
Crazy.
killer deal. Are you
I mean, how many
kidding me?
9.9s do you think are on the census?
Jeez.
I mean,
Right?
the
Come on.
9.8s are going for not much less than that
Right.
at the top of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like 11, 1200.
Yeah, I mean, I think with Nova, I think the casting is the probably most important part of
Oh, yeah.
you know, the actor who's going to play them, because there are some great stories. Because what I think, or what I've been told, is that when Xandar was destroyed, that they could literally do the annihilation run, where, remember where all of Xandar was wiped out, and then Nova got the world mind.
Yeah.
Is it the
That's
world
that
mind?
Abbott and Landing and stuff. That was
Yeah.
incredible.
Abbott Landing is just
Kickstarted
incredible.
Guardians, man.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah,
They
need
restarted
to
the
do
whole
that.
Marvel Cosmic.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a great run. I think Zach, didn't you and I and somebody else, we were doing like a whole thing about
We did about Annihilation. Yeah.
Annihilation. Great read. If you
story
guys
run.
haven't read it, man, great read. So good to see good old Dick Ryder on the show.
You know,
Number 5 is
Goddamn Dick
Nova.
Ryder.
Number 1. I haven't said that in a while. Number 5 on the list is Nova. Number 1.
I don't
from
believe that for a moment.
76. Hey, now let's stay on the rails before we get up. Well, you know what? This show has never ever been on the rails, to be honest with you. Let's be honest. All right, what do you got for number 4?
So this is Peter Parker and Miles Morales Spider-Man Double Trouble number 2, the Gerhaihu regular cover.
I was waiting to see.
We were all
to see
avoiding
if
this
you said
read for this reason.
That worked. This is from Marvel
Nailed it.
2022. This lighthearted superhero story delivers a down-to-earth tale. It is coupled with colorful and animated artwork. The characters leap off the page as if they were a Saturday morning cartoon. We learn that even the villains have their own fan base, with the story primarily taking place at a villains convention. Heck, they have even monitoring programs for aspiring villains. In fact, Mysterio's mentees is what has caused this book to fly off the shelves. Debating the first female Mysterio, we've tracked 31 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 139%, with a high sale of $13 for a raw copy. Fair market value is $5 for near.
All right. Hold on. I just want to make sure I clarify this. This is like a kid's book, right? Is that right? This is a kid's book, like a little
Yes.
kid's book. A
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
kids. It's geared to little kids, and they're talking about the debut of a female Mysterio, and they saved it for a children's book. Does this
Yeah.
count? Does this actually count?
Sure.
I guess it does, right?
I mean,
don't know.
if Spawn being in the back of a ad magazine counts, then this counts.
Yeah. So yeah,
So it's a collector thing, right? It's like who it's how deep somebody's gonna willing to go down those types of rabbit holes.
yeah. So Peter Parker and Miles Morales, Spider-Man Double Trouble #2, top raw dog, $13. It had a 7-day trend of 139%. So it was what, a 25-cent book? I don't even know how to calculate that. I'm bad at geography. So number 4 on the list, Peter Parker and Miles Morales, Spider-Man Double Trouble #2 came out in 2022. I have a feeling this book will remain on this list for a little bit longer. There's going to be supposedly some major announcements from both DC and Marvel in the new year about different projects they're doing. Even read that Eternals 2, they're going to be doing some stuff with that. It's after the holidays is when they start ramping up, and we got Ant-Man Quantumania right around the corner, because I'm tired of seeing Avatar and Wakanda Forever in the theaters. I think Top Gun Maverick is still in the movie theaters, to be honest with you. I mean, that thing has been there forever, ever. All right, what do we got for number 3?
Number 3, we have Burning Man #1 from Bad Idea in 2022. So Bad Idea has returned with new marketing, innovative storytelling ideas to showcase. This book is the start of a possible infinite narrative. Bad Idea has allowed readers to choose their path in future publications by following storylines of their own making throughout the run of this series. We'll see how readers react to this new form of storytelling. Tracked 42 copies sold, 7-day trend of 112%, high sale of $33 for a raw copy, and a near mint fair market value of $22. So what is this, like choose your own adventure in comic book form?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It also reminds me, remember when they did this with Should We Keep Robin Alive or Kill Him? They freaking killed him, dude. If you give the readers a chance, all the characters are going to be dead.
Yeah, they did it back in
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
The Goosebumps series used to do this. I remember as a kid they had different endings. Like that was
go
the
to
first
page 7 if you want to go down the tunnel.
Yeah, that was the choose your own adventure. That shit was the best. Yeah.
Do you remember there was a Netflix show that you could do that?
Black.
Yeah.
Wow. It's the way. It was a special episode of whatever that show.
It was a Black Mirror episode.
Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting because I was like, what? I can do this. It was kind of like, it was, groundbreaking, but, I could have swore Bad Idea said they were going out of business. Didn't they say that? Anyway. So maybe they went to Burning Man out in the desert and decided to come back. So Burning Man #1. A raw dog for 33 bones. So there you go for your Burning Man choose your own adventure book. Or we have number 2.
All right, before we get to number 2, shout out to this amazing chat we've got tonight. We've got almost 130 in the live chat. You guys are fantastic. Thanks for joining us tonight. If you're having a good time, make sure you hit that thumbs up. All right, at number 2, we've got Batman Superman World's Finest, issue number 10, the Dan Mora holiday card cover. Now, the Guardians of the Galaxy may have Kevin Bacon, but DC has Paul McCartney. While a certain Joker cover delivers a more menacing holiday tone, this cover is much more festive. We see all the heroes enjoying themselves in hopeful and colorful camaraderie. More so, it does look like Paul McCartney is there of his own free will. We're looking at you, Mantis and Drax. While the holidays are being left behind, this book is not. We track 65 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 101% and a high sale of $40 for a raw copy and a near mint fair market value of $31.
Still doesn't look like Paul McCartney. I'm sorry.
Sticking to that.
I don't know when he had blonde hair. He even when he was with the Beatles, I don't think he ever had blonde hair. But but is this the new trend now? Is putting musicians on covers and people getting them?
If it makes
if it isn't, it
shoot
will
up in sales like that, we're going to see a bunch of them coming up.
Yeah,
It's
in the
super
live.
smart.
Yeah, in the live chat, tell me who you want to see, what musical artists you want to see on a cover, deceased or present.
Cisco Thong Song.
Oh my God.
Bob Marley with the Swamp
Some
Thing.
form of a
We got to
thong-
get Snoop
thong
Dogg on
song
the cover,
homage.
man. Come on.
Snoop Dogg with like some kind of crazy cosmic
Snoop
joint or
Dogg
something
on
like
the
that.
cover.
Yeah.
Smoking Swamp Thing.
Yeah. What about you, Laura? Who would you want to see?
I don't want to say because you guys will make fun of me.
No, go ahead.
He's making.
Fine.
Get
I
outta
want to see
here.
Adele.
Oh, that would be cool.
I love Adele.
All right.
I would love to see
She
her.
could have the powers of like what's that the girl that blows the DC character. Gosh darn it. but I
Wait,
forgot
wait,
her
wait,
name.
wait. Hold back.
Mockingbird.
What?
Blows.
Though who's the what? That what?
She has a
are you
sonic
talking about
scream.
Big
She has a
Barda?
sonic scream.
Black Canary.
Yeah, Black Canary. Why not have Adele? Because Adele she has
Well-
the pipes to do it, man.
Think about
Maybe.
which artists have the biggest followings. Like, well, imagine if Taylor Swift ended up on the comic book.
Oh my god,
That would be
People would
huge.
go nuts, and they would, the Taylor Swift fans would be buying them, and the comic book
Swifties,
collectors
dude.
would be like, "What the hell are you
Mhm.
doing?"
There's two here. J. Scott Campbell doing a Dolly Parton cover. Let your imagination run with you. Or Joe Madura doing a Dolly Parton cover. Let your imagination run with you. That's the way I say it. All right, so number 2 on the list is Batman Superman World's Finest number 10, the Dan Mora holiday card cover C variant with a very young and blonde Paul McCartney singing with Superman. Yeah, and there's dinosaurs too. Yeah, go figure.
Are they partying in the Batcave? That doesn't seem very security. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Speaking of which,
didn't know
leading to it, they're gonna be doing. Make sure you stay tuned. We're gonna send you over to Near Nirvana right after this show, so you guys can check out the gals from Near Nirvana talk about the DC animated universe, which is excellent. By the way, you can catch most of it on HBO Max. All right, so there only leaves one left. Who do we have for number 1?
Okay, number 1,
Interesting.
we got Thor, God of Thunder, number 19, the Assad Ribic cover from 2014. Once again, rumors are as powerful as confirmed news. According to some leaks, Ben Affleck has been speaking with Marvel about possibly taking on the role of Dario Agger, aka the Minotaur. While the studio hasn't confirmed anything, these rumors were enough to bring some heat to the Minotaur's first appearance. Only time will tell if this rumor is true or just a load of bull. We tracked 20 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 622%, with a high sale of $100 for a CGC 9.8 and a raw near mint fair market value of $19. This one's
Yeah,
new.
so I saw that he was going to play Dario Agger, and why not? I mean, he's not going to be coming back as Batman, and this is Ben Affleck. I mean, supposedly he's directing something for DC, but then he's gonna be heading over here. So I was mixing up Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck. So because Cavill left Superman and as well as The Witcher. Take a shot if you're playing at home. There's a Witcher miniseries that appeared on Netflix a couple of weeks ago. Excellent. You got to watch it because just because Michelle Yeoh is in it and she kicks ass. That's probably but it's pretty good if you're into like fantasy like Manimal and I like it's like full on fairies and dwarves and dragons and magic and all that good stuff. I've been on a fantasy kick recently of late. So Thor, God of Thunder number 8, the first appearance of Dario Agger, who's also a Minotaur, which is kind of a weird kind of thing. But yeah, man. So that's it for the first show of the new year, boys and girls. Laura, I'll let you say your farewells because I know you got to go. Any last words?
Yeah, hopefully you guys will stay tuned and stay in the chat and join us over on Near Nirvana. We'll be covering a bunch of DC animated universe stuff from the 90s and early 2000s. So that's coming up next.
Actually, I want your reaction to this comment because you and I both talked offline about 1899.
Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with it. TiVo's probably gonna be devastated, but that show did nothing.
I want to
for
see
me.
what happens. Gosh darn it! It's just Netflix just does some weird stuff, man.
They're getting rid of Wednesday too. Not completely, but
No,
she won't be with
fuck.
Netflix anymore.
Yeah, I heard Amazon,
supposedly-
right?
Amazon or
What, they sell
HBO.
the show now. That's what Netflix is going to become. It's going to become the minor leagues. They're going to develop a show and then they're going to sell it to HBO or sell it to somebody else.
Hey, Amazon
think
does
you're
some
right.
great shit, man. The new Jack Ryan series is fucking awesome. The season 3, Jack Ryan, freaking incredible.
I just want to come back.
Yeah. So
no joke.
give me another season Warrior on Netflix before you cancel it, please. All right. Thank you, Laura. We'll head viewers over to your show.
One more thing, Tiva. What was that show you keep on telling me to watch? Is it Vikings?
Vikings Valhalla and The Last Kingdom.
Which one comes first?
They're
Or are
two
they not
separate.
the same thing?
They're separate. So actually, there's a Vikings show that runs a long time. Vikings Valhalla is just a movie, And The Last Kingdom is a separate show altogether, and that runs 5 seasons, which is excellent as well because that has Uhtred of Edinburgh. Destiny is all. And I think The Last Kingdom is definitely worth the binge. It's dope. But for a while there during the pandemic or whenever, I was on a Viking kick. So I was watching I watched all the seasons of Vikings Valhalla, and I was watching The Last Kingdom, which is pseudo. It takes place. I mean, the characters are pretty much real people. Back in the history. So back when the Vikings invaded England and things to that nature. But watch it.
I'm gonna check that out. I was trying to remember the other day, but yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I gotta run.
All right, Laura. Gabe, any last words?
Thanks for showing up, everybody. See you guys next time.
JB.
Yeah, thanks for showing up tonight. Hope to see you on Thursday for the Shakers list. And make sure you're following me on Instagram so you know when I'm going live on Whatnot. I'm selling these starting at $1 tomorrow. Nice. And as always, don't forget, we had a good time.
Oh, bro, words from Chad Cave. Last Kingdom is better than Game of Thrones. Wow. I don't know about that. Was because The Last Kingdom there's no real magic involved. I mean, I could, Game of Thrones is what you would call low, not high fantasy, but low fantasy until like the last few seasons, but there's still some stuff. Money. The first season there was no big battles in Game of Thrones, right? And then like season 5, 6, Battle of the Bastards and everything like that. That was dope. But I think I'm gonna watch The House of Dragon again. That was fucking excellent, man. Adam, any last words?
No, man, just excited for 2023. Thanks for everyone for being here. First show of the year, and let's have a good year. Let's see what happens.
Agamotto is not working, so we'll have to work on that. So, hey, thank you guys all for supporting us in 2022. It was a long year, but I appreciate Gabe, Manimal, JB, Justin, Otto, Darkside Jedi, Laura, all the Lord's members. We do this show for you guys. We're not asking for money. We're not, pumping and dumping stuff and things of that nature. And we're just having fun talking comics, man. Like you do every Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be back Thursday for the Shakers list. Until next time, boys and girls, keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.
Shake and make it, pull it back. Oh my God.
Come on and get some, boys. In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 3 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now that's a name I've not heard.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is update.
Shake and make it, pull it back.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is update. In this, you shall know that the Lord is update. Go on and get some, boys.
What the heck is the deal? I'm the best there is.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is update.
What's in the box?